Greetings from Global Missions, where revival is taking place around the world. Let me thank you for your giving, for your praying, and for your being willing to go around the world to preach the gospel. Let me share with you some of the things that are taking place. From the Caribbean island of St. Lucia, Henry Ritchie, our missionary, reports that recently, just in a few days, 19 people were filled with the baptism of the Holy Ghost. From that same region, just a few days ago, probably 2 or 3 days ago, the national conference was celebrated in Panama, and 230 people were filled with the baptism of the Holy Ghost in that conference. From the country of Malawi in Africa, Brother Gibbs, our missionary there, reports that he went into an area where a missionary has never been before. The people had never seen a missionary. He preached the gospel. As a result, many were filled with the Holy Ghost, and God manifested Himself in many people being healed. I'm glad that missions still works around the world. From the country of Pakistan, I'm glad to report to you that God has miraculously delivered our pastor there. A pastor had seen a conversion of people from another religion. He was arrested, and it looked like a jail term was inevitable. But after prayer, God miraculously helped to see him be released, and now it looks like all charges are going to be dropped. From the country of Israel, in a place in Israel that I cannot mention, I'm glad to tell you that there is one facility where 5 different congregations are meeting every week. Revival is taking place in Israel. From Belize, the national convention took place a few days ago, and in that convention, God filled 90 people with the baptism of the Holy Ghost. God is pouring out His Spirit around the world. Also, from the tiny island of Vanuatu in the Pacific, there were 70 people that received the baptism of the Holy Ghost in regular services last month in the churches in the island of Vanuatu. Also, from an island in the Middle East, which is not easy to preach the gospel in, I'm glad to tell you that in an area that has temporarily been closed to us, it's now open, and we are glad to report that we have baptized a person of another religion, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of what God is doing. But not only is revival taking place overseas, a few days ago, I was privileged to be in a meeting in Detroit, Michigan, where God filled 43 people with the Holy Ghost. Revival is taking place around the world, and you are a part of that.